and welcome to Joypads or Goalposts. I'm Adam and we're back. It's season 2, handheld games. May as well address the elephant in the room is the fact that we haven't had an episode for so bloody long. Basically, me and my wife moved house. Then Chris and his wife moved house. You know, you move house, crap happens. You have stuff to do, work, painting, all the sorts. Putting up football shirts, you name it, you keep busy. And we both unfortunately moved house, and now here we are, stuck in lockdown. So we can't even get together even if we wanted. We tried to figure out ways to do it online, but kind of abandoned that. I've decided we're going to rank handheld games, and I'm going to kind of try to see how bad they are. I'm not expecting good things here, let's be honest. I'm going to start with FIFA International Soccer. That came out in 1995. We're doing the Game Boy version today. And it's harder to find information about these handheld games, so all I've got is the description. It's all in there. Diving headers, bicycle kicks, automatic saves in front of the net. The most realistic and complete version of the world's most popular sport is now available for your Game Boy. A fun action-packed game where you control the action on and off the field. You've got to think fast to get that goal. Choose from exhibition, tournament, playoff and league modes and play soccer the way you like it. It's time to jump in, guys. Get ready for this. So here we are, FIFA International Soccer, EA Sports, made by Malibu Games, not sure who they were, and Probe, who made quite a lot of games back in this era. Ooh. Real loud. Okay. So we're going to play England versus USA. Yeah. So you can continuous out of play. Oh, so you can make it like an American sport. We're going to play as England. We're significantly better. My name is Bill Brown and you're watching EA Sports. Welcome to a sold out game between England and the United States. The English style is evolving with fewer high costs and more attacking build-up play than past years. The team has a lot of heart and looking to become a serious contender in world class play. That's kind of cool. A little pre-match. No idea what team coverage. Oh, okay. So how far back from the field will go on. Okay, got it. We'll leave the attackers up there a little bit. We're going to go attack. Stick with 4-4-2 though. In the starting lineup, Nick Shannon, Neil Cook, Trevor. No, John Law, maybe trying to John Barnes, because he's a central midfielder. But I don't think they're trying to emulate any actual sports people here. Okay, let's go. So far, this is doing a pretty accurate job of portraying what it was actually like on the Mega Drive and stuff. Okay, good start. Oh, good tackle. And a good pass up to the wing. And hoofing it up there for the striker who is not there. He's there. Oh, nearly fell to me there. So one thing that is noticeable is the flicker. That is caused by the Game Boy only being able to have so many sprites on screen at one time, so I'm assuming they are flickering to kind of make up for that. It's a long throw into midfield. Oh, the tackle is in. Oh, keeper saved? Yeah. There's only 2 buttons on a Game Boy. Well, start and select, but A and B are the only 2 buttons, so you're kind of limited in what you can do. So like when you don't have the ball, there's just tackle and change player, and it will change to players off the screen, as we saw there with the arrow, and the arrow is kind of telling you where. At least the keepers are automatic, I guess. Also, no atmosphere at all. There's no sound except for the ball sounds. going to take a shot. Oh, it's the defender. Get the shot in. Nope. See, I thought I had the ball there and it just sort of disappeared. Oh, crap. Oh, USA scored with that belter. Okay, so there's a little bit of crowd. Oh, and there is a crowd. Some marbles and I guess what's meant to be an old Videotron. Bing Gordon with the goal. Congrats, Bing. As people all know from the very first season we did, I ain't a fan of FIFA that much. It's perfectly serviceable, but it was no... Jesus. Oh. There's no way the best football game out there, and this is a kind of terrible approximation. And what that's... Oh, that's supposed to be the net. Bing Gordon is on for the hat-trick here. Oh, I was hammering the shoot button there. Nothing happened, and now the players are rolling around on the floor, dead. Really hard to see the ball. Christ. This version. They're trying to... Who knew that trying to put FIFA on as it is on a Game Boy would not work? And in later games, they were able to better come up with the better versions, more accustomed to the Game Boy, and then subsequently the Game Boy Color. And from what I remember, there were some sort of good Game Boy Advance versions of this. But I mean, we're starting from the beginning here. It's bloody horrendous. Oh, hit the bar, made a boing noise, and that's out for a throw-in, unbelievably. Who'd have thought? Episode 1, Season 2, bored of doing this already. But keep with us, it's fine. Things will only get better as the US rifle in their third goal. Daft controls, not daft is about easy. Oh, that's probably going in. Yeah. Roll on full time. You crappy. Yep, some sort of hula girl dancing, because that happens at football, obviously. Well done, Corey Smith. Oh, what a goal! Only could have done that earlier. A little bit late with it being 4-1. Maybe I should have been shooting from further out instead of desperately trying to work it up. It clearly doesn't work. Congrats to the USA! You have won the world's most boring football game. Put out of here. Okay. So a quick recap on what we do here. We rank the game on a few key criteria. Opening, menus, atmosphere, graphics, mechanics, and then we also added a modifier for if either of us really love a game and we want to be able to rank it and move it up higher. Basically, I'm going to talk through each of them and then put in my rankings and we'll kind of see where it ends. So, FIFA International Soccer on the Game Boy. Opening. It opens with music. It's not the best. It's not terrible. I'm going to give it a middling. It's a Game Boy. What we also really strive to do is consider the generation a game came out, the format a game came out on. So for this, I had a quick little intro music and you straight in. It's actually not too bad. I'm going to give it, so I have to mark them out of 20 because Chris isn't here. So I'm going to give it like a 10. It's like half, middling score for what it is. Menus, completely functional. A version of the menus that existed at the time for FIFA. Yeah, again, middling. It's nothing special. We've seen better for this era. Atmosphere. I can't give it anything for atmosphere. It doesn't have... It had one crowd sound when the goal went in. It didn't have anything when the goals came out. When the celebration... It didn't have anything when there was the celebration. It's abysmal. I'm going to give it like a 3 total. Graphics. So a good approximation of considering it fits on this tiny cartridge. It was a good approximation of FIFA for the Game Boy. The flickering's off-putting. They couldn't have really solved that. The only way they could have solved it is by having the pitch be bigger or the players be smaller, but then it wouldn't have really been FIFA. So they made FIFA later on handhelds becomes its own version. I mean, by the time we get to the Game Boy Advance, they're not trying to emulate the modern versions. They're making their own different versions of them. And this is not this era. This era is trying to make everything on the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive be available on handhelds. So I actually think the graphics did a good job. I'd give them like a person score would be like a 6, so we'll double that to a 12 for the two of us. Mechanics. I can't, in my right mind, in my whole heart of hearts, I can't give this good mechanics. It just didn't work. They were terrible. There's no other way around it. They were really, really bad. The ball was too small and bouncy. Like, make the ball a little bit bigger for handheld, just so you can see it. The lack of colour doesn't help. I mean, if we played it on Game Boy Color, maybe it would have looked a little bit better. Or the Super Game Boy, it would have looked cool. But the fact is, we're not. Oh, one last thing. The marble crowd may as well have not been there. Didn't add to the graphics, didn't add to the atmosphere either. Terrible. So yeah, the mechanics, I just can't... I don't think it's good. And I'm not a fan of FIFA anyway. If you went back and watched Series 1, FIFA didn't actually rank that highly. FIFA is 11th in our overall table at the moment. That was the Mega Drive version, I believe. And we only gave that mechanics of a 5 in total. And this is like a poor man's version of that on a system that can't really handle it. I'm going to have to say it's a 3 at best. Okay, so now it's time to see where it falls in the chart. Any surprises here? It's number 1 in the handheld chart. And that's it. First episode back in the bag. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry we didn't start with a better game. I was genuinely hoping for good things from FIFA. Thought it might be a good port. Something I've not played for ages. So join us next week where we will have another handheld football game for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And see you next week. Thanks. Bye.